But talk to me a little bit about like, so, cause I've experienced this, like where you're the star, right? But now you're like managing other people, like more so than probably you ever have.
Yes.
So how was that transition? As like being the dude. And now you're having to be the dude, but tell everybody else what to do.
Yeah. And I think I was too much of the dude, you know? So every time I talk about this now, I'm like, to everybody that worked for me, I'm really sorry. You know, like, thank you. I had
those moments early on
like,
too.
Thank you. You know, like, I'm sorry. You know, I was not the leader I am today. I was a kid. I was 26 years old. I didn't know better. And it was
like the Hell's Kitchen guy.
Yeah, I was a little scary, I guess. I was just like, I think it was like very much like, I thought it was like the me show, you know, and I was like, there was so much pressure on me for myself that I didn't know how to channel it. And I like definitely took it out on them. Yeah. And it was like, I look back now and I'm like, man, like, I don't want to be that leader, you know? My greatest accomplishment to this day, you read it, right? Forbes, magazine, like, that doesn't mean anything to me. The fact that like every single one of my employees has health insurance, that's the coolest thing in the world. Like,
but let me ask you this though, like, because I've talked to a lot of people and I also feel the same, especially like super, super high level people, that there is a season though in that beginning where you do have to kind of be that guy in the beginning. Now, of course, now it's easy to look back and be like, damn, why did I do it? Like, but you don't learn if you don't go through it and experience it and have like that self-awareness, self-reflection to then grow into a better version of yourself.
100%.
Right? Yeah.
And you know, I try to think that there must have been some silver lining, because like, while I was very difficult, people were with me for years, you know, and people are still with me that have been with me from the eating house days,
and that's what I struggle with. It's like, I was a maniac, but y'all kept following me and kept doing what I was doing.
It must have been worth it.
You know what I mean? But I think that I think the thing is that if we didn't evolve, then they wouldn't respect. And they would have been like, well, you're never going to change.
For sure.
Then they would have left.
100%.
But those little moments of clarity where you're like, okay, I can't speak like that.
For sure. And the thing too is like, that's what I was raised. Yeah. That's all I knew. It was my life. Like working under like the tyrant chef is all I knew. I was, you know.
And talk about that a little bit. Because as like someone that watches the shows and watches these things, like it's kind of, that's what we think of when we think of a kitchen in the back.
The madness.
We think of just total, because that's every single movie you watch,
like
every
the bear, whatever, right?
Is that really how it is?
Some places, I'm sure, yes. I try not to lead like that anymore, and I think through having a kid has really like calmed me down. I think through finding health and fitness, I've become a much better leader, a much better person. But yeah, it's a tough industry. It's tense. It's a lot, and it's a lot to take in. And when it's like it's eating house, you know, but like no matter what, like I am still eating house, right? Like people shows so much pressure, and I think we did amazing things. And like I know I wouldn't be anywhere without them, you know. And I think like, I don't know, I had this like insane mentality that it's like, you should feel lucky to work here because we're doing things that nobody else is doing. But at the same time, it was like, I look back now and I think, I probably could have handled these situations better, been more polite, been more kind, been more respectful. And, you know, now I used to pride myself on like having a restaurant that pushed boundaries and like I used to pride myself on the restaurant. Now I really pride myself on like being a leader and running businesses. I think the shift champ, I'm going to be 40 in October. Like I'm not the same kid anymore. And we worked hard, we played hard, you know, it was like the quintessential madness restaurant story. And it was wild, you know, and then I was very lucky that we got to run that restaurant through the lease. And like the reason we ended that lease is because we had a new version of it, you know, which is very lucky. And, you know, I look back and I say, we're very fortunate. We came at the right time. Like everything kind of happened in the right place. But I also feel like, you know, like, is it luck unless you're ready for it, right? Mm. And we worked hard and we were ready for it. And like anything that came our way, we're like, let's do it, you know, head down and let's just work. During that transition of going from the old spot to the new spot and kind of leveling up, did you get any like pushback from from the nostalgia? Yeah. Oh my God. Like, tons. Cause I had to deal with that. Oh yeah. Like where literally people like damn near like hated on it. Like I was like, we have AC now. And they're like, we liked it when it was hot. Oh, like, 100%. And you're like, what? Yeah. Oh my God, tons. Like, oh, bring on the, I'm like, you want to eat food that I used to make when I was 27? Right. Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to cook with Dr. Pepper anymore. Yeah. You know? And we got tons of pushback. And I was like, okay, like I evolved, my palate's evolved. And now I think we found like a really beautiful balance in between the two. Yeah, but Eating House is like really wild, crazy cuisine. And like, I don't know, I don't cook like that anymore. Like, I don't want to eat like that anymore.
Right.
And yeah, we definitely got a lot of pushback. And it was interesting because like some of the core regulars were like, it's not the same anymore. But I'm also like, dude, you're not the same anymore, right?
Exactly,
like,
right.
I think you kind of have to like rip the Band-Aid off.
Or they are the same.
Yeah.
And then what does that say about them?
Listen, that's the thing
what
too.
I started to realize.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, the reason why you don't want us to grow is because you don't want to grow.
Yeah, so, that's the hard part too. Like we used to sell, like people were like, when we first opened brunch, we used to serve Tang mimosas in plastic cups, and people are like, when are you gonna bring it back to? I'm like, dude, we sell Burgundy. We have incredible like grower champagne, and you want a Tang mimosa,
right?
You know, and it's like, it's hard because like those are the things I love. Yeah. I love fine wine. I love great food. I love good cooking. I love balance in cuisine. And it's like, it's kind of hard to meet in the middle. And you say, what's the balance between like having a sense of like what I want to serve, what I believe in, what I love, and like, yeah, I could maybe make the old menu and it would be the same and it would make sense business wise, but like, I don't know if I would stand behind that the way I used to, you know. And I think I've just changed. My palates. I mean, I'm an adult. Like,
right. It is interesting how talk about that a little bit because I feel like that happens. We get older. Our like everything changes really. Like
for sure.
Your taste of music. Your like what you want to do on your off time. Like all these things you start to mature in a different way. And I love hearing you say it about food because that's so true. Like even like exploring new stuff. You know, when you're older, you want to explore new. You want to try new things. And I remember, you know, when you're younger, and you're like, "Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that."
Exactly.
Like, the fact that we used to say that is so stupid.
Crazy.
Like, how do you know you don't like it? Like,
you haven't even tried it.
Exactly.
That's the thing too. Is like you go through all these phases, and like now I feel like I've done so much exploring with eating. When I know what I want, I'm like, when I want to just have dinner, I'm like, man, just. Like it's crazy to say. Like I just like imagine I run these restaurants like on my day off. Like where you'd be like, where can you eat? You eat anywhere. I'm like, dude. Take me to the Capitol Grill.
Okay.
You know, I'm a simple man. Yeah, I love Capitol Grill.
Yeah.
The grill's amazing.
Yeah,
right?
it's
like,
consistent, it's clean, it's nice.
I don't need
service is nice.
That's it. You nailed it. Like I'm a happy man. Yeah. You know, like I love supporting my buddies and their businesses and like, but like if when it comes down to it, I just want to I want to eat something that I know like all reliable.